Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And I'm Robin Townsend, filling in today for Carrie Smoot.
And we are a very special episode. We're on Defusky Island, and we were here a year ago to the day to see the before of this project, and this is the after. And it's just an unbelievable project they've done here.
Beautiful, it's phenomenal.
And they refurbished and redid a historic landmark home here on Defusky. And Mike Bedenbaugh is our first guest. He's going to fill us in with all the details on that.
And our second guest is Miss Linda Pickett from the Heritage Library on Hilton Head. And
she's going to tell us about a lot of events they have coming up and a speaking list of speakers they have coming to town, so very good stuff there. And our last guest is Miss Nancy Lutke.
Nancy Lutke is the Executive Director for the Defusky Island Historical Foundation, but she's going to be talking to us about the Hague Point community today.
Great. Well, stay with us. We got a great show, and we'll be back with 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.
843 TV, where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where Defusky Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber comes to speak. 843 TV,
where communities come to speak. Welcome back to 843 TV. We're now joined by Michael Bedenbaugh, who is the Executive Director for the Palmetto Trust for Historic Preservation. Thank you for being back.
Well, thank y'all for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. It's been 1 year since we were here before.
Yeah.
And what a change a year makes.
We've all changed, but this house has really changed.
Yes, it has.
Where are we again? Recap where we are and what y'all have done.
Where we are is we're on Defusky Island, sitting in front of the Francis Jones House, underneath this magnificent oak tree. The Francis Jones House is the pilot project of the Defusky Endangered Places program. And what we have done here is, through grants that we have, is invested in this property to have it rehabilitated and restored. And we are at the end of that, and it will be finished. It's been 2 years in the making, and it will be finished. Goal is before Defusky Day on June 28th.
Yeah, well, y'all have come so far. I mean, for those that don't know, we were here 1 year ago.
That's right.
When the construction hadn't even begun, and the rebuild hasn't begun. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. And some B-roll that's showing right now is going to show the differences between where we were and where we are.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah.
Mike, this is a wonderful project. Do you plan on doing anything else on Defusky Island? Does the endangered program
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we named it the Defusky Endangered Places Program to be an island-wide program. So we have a great relationship with the owners of this house. And what makes it unique is in the preservation world, we're not purchasing the house. We don't want to do that. We want to lease the house from the property owners so the property owners still control their property. And there are probably 16 or 20 other historic structures all over the island that we are starting to build relationships with to do those properties as well. So this is the pilot project. See if it works. It's working. And then we're going to turn this one into a heritage tourism site for people to come and stay here and enjoy the island and learn about Miss Francis and the history of the house. And we want to do that on other places here as well. That's the goal.
Well, Mike, is this program unique to Defusky?
This program is unique specifically to Defusky. We have other ways that we do around South Carolina, but being on Defusky, we knew there was a real big interest and need to respect the indigenous landowners' need to be able to hold on their family land. 150 years ago, they went through a struggle to get their own land. And so we want to respect that with being able to still control their land. And so our investment is a lease that happens here. And we don't really see this model specifically going anywhere else. It's perfectly made for Defusky itself.
Great. Well, it's obvious the Palmetto Trust does things first class, having been here with you on the other time you shot. But we want to know what other things are Palmetto Trust doing throughout the state? Well,
we are the statewide preservation organization. We are not part of state government. We have a board of directors that they're all here today. We're having a visit today. And we have a project up all over the state. In Greenville, we just raised $260,000 to save a magnificent Italianate mansion from being destroyed. It's going to be moved. It should be in the process of being moving now. 1,000 tons will be moved, and we raised the money up there over the past couple weeks. We have an 1832 house in Society Hill in Darlington County that we had purchased and saved, and we just closed on a contract on it. Someone will buy it and fully restore it. So we do that model all over the state with properties that are endangered.
That's a nice model.
Yeah,
to benefit throughout the state.
And just get us up to speed on this house in particular. What about it, drew the attention of your organization, and how did it come to be, and what exactly has been done? I mean, I know obviously we can see the paint and that sort of thing, but what else has been done?
Well, what happened when I first came to DeFusky with Robin and Nancy showing me around, this was about 5 years ago, we just saw the amazing amount of cultural heritage sites that are still here, unlike any other sea island on the coast. But there were so many in such terrible shape. Why we picked Miss Francis' house was she was a leader of the island. She helped raise the funds to build the school. She was the principal of the school, and a lot of her students are in leadership roles now with the DeFusky Foundation. And we approached this as saying she was a leader. We want this to be a leader as well, as a way to bring investment into these homes that they can be used. This house here had, the roof was off, and it was, because owners are off island, and it's just really hard to upkeep these places, and vandalism and all of that such. So we had to put in all the infrastructure inside, rebuild the floors, paint it, fix, put in new windows. And it's going to be a place where people will really feel comfortable being in, but also learn about Miss Francis and what the Gullah culture meant to DeFusky and its impact. And
so you were saying last time I remember that the goal of this is to become financially, independent.
Well, that's it. I mean, we can't turn every historic place into a museum. And so what we have to do is create sustainable ways to do it. Private enterprise built this. Private work built it. It has to take private work to sustain them. And so this is a way to give this pool of money to restore it, make it a vacation rental. After we use it to restore the funds that had first gone into it, the owners can then make the money off of it and use it then.
And people will be drawn to this because when you walk through there, I mean, before it you could see, that it needed a lot of repair. But now walking through, it's almost like you're stepping back in time to when it was originally built. You can feel the history just by walking through.
The house has a character. You can feel that. Someone's lived there, loved there. It's been wonderful.
One of the wonderful things, and one of my favorite quotes, is from a writer in historic preservation. He had this wonderful notion that I fully believe in. In historic places, you could feel the hands of all those who have gone through it.
That's beautiful.
And when that's what people feel when they're there. There is a physical remembrance of what was here, and that's why historic places matter, and that's why it matters for economic development, because wherever you do that, it attracts people, and economic development happens when you bring people to it. Wallets don't come on themselves, they're attached to people.
Real quickly, how can we get in touch with you, and how can we support this program?
That would be wonderful. Visit palmettotrust.org. We also have DeFuskyEndangeredPlaces.org. And go to our website, learn about the program. We also have a Facebook page, and please participate in this. It's something very important, and everybody that participates will make it sustainable for your kids and grandkids.
Absolutely. It's fantastic work. Thank you for being here again.
Appreciate it.
And stay with us. We'll be right back with more 843 TV.